hear some people say that the NDC or President Mahama, former president,
right,
Mahama, and now potential President Mahama,
right, potential,
because he's a candidate,
exactly,
picking a woman,
right,
as his vice is only a marketing strategy and nothing more.
You really think that?
I mean, some people are very strong on this fact, and if you think from that perspective, it's kind of sad. That is kind of sad.
Right.
But that wasn't the question.
Yes. No.
The question
She's coming to that.
No.
It's all positive.
No. The question was,
outdoored her. Yeah.
And now talking about the funds.
Right.
So I'm saying that on this, picking this beautiful woman.
Right.
That's what some people think. But I think it's great that should the NDC win this elections, that Ghana might have its
first vice
president, and that's wonderful regarding the whole thing of inclusion.
But do you think he's capable of paying these locked funds? Because if my memory says, okay, I'm just saying.
She didn't address the locked funds.
Okay, Kwame.
No,
Bishop,
I need her to address it because
funds.
The way I will get a free topic, I need her to. I need her to.
My thing is,
because
didn't this whole GKM thing start during the period of the NDC? It's more power in that time, no. When to me and just can't money panel. Much am MPP4 about power. Not the most I can say. For me, at this point, I don't take any political party seriously when they are campaigning or when they are talking about these things before they get into power. Because they say, and I'll find it very sad that people actually believe these kind of things. Because all they want is the power. They will come into power and they will forget all these promises that they made to the people. Some more power, what makes us think that you're going to do anything differently? That's my thing. If you were in power, you had 4 good years to do things differently, and you didn't do things differently, in my opinion. Why should I think you are going to do things differently? That's how come, for me, I think that people should understand that in as much as we are happy or we are proud that we have a woman as his running mate, it's not the woman who is on the paper or on the ballot paper, so to speak. It's former President Mahama. So we are voting for former President Mahama. And for me, I am looking at his old works, what he's done. And then I will judge it with what current President Nana has also done to make my decision. So, yeah.
Regarding this thing, if I'm reading exactly what was said, came from his mouth, he said, we were within 1 year of being in office, 1 year of being in office. Let me just say this is a very dicey promise to make, because it's not like, oh, guys, release the money because the president says so great, 1 year, you've done it. Like, I think there are ongoing investigations, there's procedures, like, because this was meant to avoid, fix all the problems that were going on in the financial sector, corruption and all of that. So, as much as, yes, people are asking for their funds or their money back, and it's not a bad thing he's saying, to be honest, but for him to be able to, or for his administration to go through the entire process, make the necessary checks and all that, it takes a good minute. And like what you said, they have the time to do that, and they didn't. And he's making this promise right now out of office. The thing, when you come into office,
that's where the question is.
Exactly, now that if he comes into office, you're not going to see.
He comes into office.
Yes, you're not going to see what's happening with these monies and all of that. And I'm just saying, don't hold on to his word so hard. And then I think my general comment is that don't place your vote entirely on certain statements. Meaning, you need to consider the how plausible the statements are, how doable they are before you think. But I mean, if he does, it's great.
Right,
it's great.
Kwame,
Listen.
do you think we can get our money back?
Namiti Papana or this Kalamanso on channel. And I think he said somewhere between 80 to something of those people have already been paid. The payments are being made. So why is this even a promise to make? I think that the only group or the kind one, I don't think someone can this group no men's gold for.
Yeah. This is a private entity.
So nobody and they were not licensed.
Right.
So Ubia Intino, if everybody asks Obi actively foolishly that's the whole basema esa buying a koi biamanana. So President Mahama the end of the year. Listen, I'm actually a very fair political commentator. But President Mahama seems to always think say bia but he's not taking us seriously because you can't make a promise that's already been fulfilled. So I had a new free primary care, and when I meet one of his pundits, it's like they haven't even thought about it.
But let me just add the last topic to it. Kwame, remember how you said ex-President Mahama hasn't spoken about corruption?
Oh, man.
Right now, he's brought about the whole Operation Sting, which is going to be like that's an initiative, right, to fight corruption. I remember said so far in this you kept on talking about the fact say I don't want to mean about corruption, and right now he's actually said.
Operations thing.
At least coming, he's trying to fight corruption.
Yeah, but we don't vote based on at least. President Mahama was president for 4 years. People forget that.
Yeah.
We are not going to judge him based on his promises. We judge him by his record. He said these two men. I think that if there's ever been a timer, we have had a good way to make political judgment when it comes to choosing our president. This is it. They've all had almost equal time in the presidency, with the exception of the fact that President Mahama was vice president for a longer time. President Nadu just came from being parliamentarian and out of office for a long time to becoming president, right? But it looks like, say, he came more prepared for the job than the guy who was playing second fiddle for the time to play first, to be the first person. Listen, we would judge them by the bus brandings and those other things that happened when he was president and how he dealt with those things. Even Mamino Dinechino.
Yeah.
Even Mamino Dinechino,
but she's not the one vying for president.
No,
but she has a record.
Yeah,
she has a record. When she was in the leadership position, how did she conduct herself? You are a manager of a skills hub, right? It may be a minute responsibility compared to being president or vice president, right? But by the time we exhausted that position, we should be able to say, when Amanda was managing this hub, these are the things she did.
Right.
So ultimately, regardless of what position I'm not holding in the past, and she's held cabinet level positions. What did she do when she was minister for education? Give me 5 things that she accomplished, which are not on paper, but actually happened in people's lives. How did she change the life of the ordinary Ghanaian? So did the schools have chalk, where the sexual abuse issues in the education system were they addressed? What did she use her power to do? She when we jailed those people who said they were going to. I mean, we have to be a country that actually gives second chances. So those guys probably deserve second chances, even though I'm not saying that. But maybe in her mind she thought that they deserve second chances. But that does not mean that you go to that extent. Come on. Until we're going to judge her by that. More of a near grow cry say beer or drink say they bet you. She should forget it.
I am looking forward, and I hope we have this by the NCC, like a debate between the former president and the current president, where we talk about like very topical issues.
I don't think so.
But I think it's very important too. Very, very important. Boy. Michelle, any last comments?
Regarding this